Following the German conquest of France in 1940, opening a second front in Western Europe was one of the main objectives of Allied strategy during World War II. On June 6, 1944, under the code name Operation Overlord, American, British and Canadian troops landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, on the English Channel coast east of Cherbourg and west of Le Havre. Under the command of General Dwight D. Eisenhower and, on land, British General Bernard Montgomery, more than 130,000 Allied troops landed on 5 beaches, codenamed Omaha, Gold, Juno, Sword and Utah. On the night before the amphibious landings, 23,000 American and British paratroopers landed in France behind German defense lines, by parachute and glider. The invasion force of over 155,000 troops included 50,000 vehicles, including 1,000 tanks. Nearly 7,000 naval vessels and over 11,500 aircraft supported the invasion. Historical film. D-Day historical film. The massive Allied landing of air and sea forces on 5 Normandy beaches, codenamed Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno and Sword, began on June 6, 1944 D-Day. The aim of the invasion was to establish a beachhead from which Allied forces could move out and liberate France. By the end of the first day of the operation, some 150,000 troops had landed in Normandy. This film sequence shows the landing of Allied forces on the beaches of Normandy. Under the overall command of Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, the Germans had deployed 5 infantry divisions, 1 airborne division, and 1 tank division along the Normandy coast and had the advantage in battle positioning. However, the Allies had an overwhelming advantage in naval and air power. On D-Day alone, the Allies flew 14,000 combat missions. The German Air Force managed to fly only 500 combat missions. Furthermore, a successful deception plan by the Allies had led the Germans to believe that the point of attack would be further north and east on the coast near Calais and the Belgian border. Deceived, the Germans moved only slowly to reinforce the Normandy defenses after the initial landing. Despite the Allies' superiority, the Germans held the Allied troops back in their slow expansion of the beachhead for 6 weeks. The U.S. 1st and 29th Infantry Divisions made the most difficult landing on Omaha Beach. Here stiff German resistance caused more than 3,000 casualties before Allied troops could establish their positions by the end of the first day. On D-Day, Allied troops suffered more than 10,000 casualties. British and Canadian forces suffered around 3,700 casualties, American forces around 6,600 casualties. The German defenders lost between 4,000 and 9,000 men. On D-Day, the Allies landed 11 divisions on the French coast, but failed to accomplish their planned objective of linking the beachheads or going inland to a distance of 9 miles. Within 5 days, on June 11, Allied troops overcame German resistance to link the invasion beaches into one large beachhead. On July 25, 1944, Allied troops broke through the Normandy beachhead near the town of Street-Low and began to arrive in northern France. By mid-August, Allied troops had surrounded and destroyed much of the German army in Normandy in the Falaise Pocket. Led by General George Patton's Third Army, the Allies advanced rapidly through France. On August 25, Free French forces liberated Paris. On September 16, American troops reached the German border. Since the invasion of Normandy, June 6, 1944 has become known in World War II history as D-Day.